The following is a special presentation of Big Pauly's World of Sports Sims, alternating the reality of sports and entertainment since 2020. Oh, don't mind me, folks. It's just your friendly crazy cat dude with his cat, about ready to play some action PC football, the hometown football league. Ellie likes it when I go on these little speeches here. And today we have Dallas entertaining Miami. Dallas leading the South, but a win would give Miami the same record as Dallas. They would each be 10-5. We hope you are all well this 13th day of April 2022. As I record this, was watching the Mets and the Phillies play a rather long slog of a game, which hadn't been resolved by the time I recorded this. It was 8-5 in the eighth inning. The Mets have a very good team, but they're getting hit a lot. I feel like Ernst Stablo Blofeld of the James Bond series with this cat in front of me. So it's Marino against Staubach, and these two teams will play again week 18. It could be for playoff pecking order, or it could even be for the South Division title. Dallas wins Dallas does not win the toss. Miami won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Dallas wins. They are in blue. Miami is in the white. It's Marsh, Renfro, and Ishmael back deep. It's going to be taken by Renfro, who was a good returner in his day. The return goes 31 yards out to the 32. So your lineup for Dallas is Tony Dorsett, along with Herschel Walker in the backfield. Irvin and Burford, your wideouts. Witten is at tight end. Staubach out of the Naval Academy is your quarterback. Wright, Allen, Frederick, Newton, and Smith. Your offensive line will do the Miami defense after a moment. Tony Dorsett, who went 99 yards and a half on a January 1983 night in Minnesota, picks up 5 yards there. Thomas making the tackle for Miami. Their defensive unit is Taylor, Wake, Bumhauer, and Fernandez. Your front four, Cox, Thomas, Bocamper, your linebackers. Madison, Surtain, Anderson, and Jake Scott are your defensive backs. And right now it's going to be second down and 5 at the 37. We'll go Walker. Herschel Walker off tackle right. Good 1-2 punch here. Last time we had Dallas, they were using Ezekiel Elliott and Walt Garrison, as I remember correctly. So first and 10 at the 42. And we'll go back to Tony out of the University of Pittsburgh. 8 in the box for Miami, gain of 3. And that was the 100th tackle of the season for Zach Thomas. So Dallas and Miami should both be in the playoff hunt. And we're going to go hitch to Des Bryant. And that is complete for a gain of 16. And Staubach goes over 4,000 yards passing on the season. It was payday where I live and how I live. And I got Strat PC Baseball. And I figured out I had to get the color stadiums, and I haven't gotten them yet. But they were awful quick getting me the game. But you need the stadiums to play the game, it appears. Dorsett with a lane, a gain of 12, first and 10 at the 27. But they'll probably come when I'm while I'm doing this game. That's all. That always seems to be the way it works out. 3 carries and 20 yards for Tony Dorsett. Trap left against that Miami line, the defensive line, which isn't too bad. But Dorsett is making Swiss cheese out of it. A gain of 4. to make it 2nd and 6 at the 23. And we'll look to Jason Witten. Probably should have been on the Vegas team as he would have qualified. That is incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd and 6. So we're recording the game tonight. 3rd and 6. And we're going to slant to Michael Irvin on 3rd. And he's open, and he's got it, and the drive keeps going for the Cowboys. We're now at the Miami 11. They're in no hurry to score. Trap right, Tony Dorsett. They want to play that possession game, gain of 6. Bo Camper on the tackle. And Dorsett is at 5 carries for 30 yards. 2nd and 4. We'll go Walker on the dive. Walker a gain of 3. If I remember correctly, Walker is currently in a Senate campaign to be a United States Senator out of Georgia. We wish him well. We'll go back to Dorsett on the dive on 3rd and a yard. He gets in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Drive went 11 plays, 68 yards. Took 7:07 off the clock. Point after by Bailey is good, and it is 7-0 in favor of Dallas. With 7:47 left on the clock. So we got aircraft all over the place. Touchback, Bailey putting that through the end zone. So your lineup for Miami is Zonka and Nathan at running back. Landry and Fryer at wideout. Clay is the tight end. Marino, the quarterback out of Pittsburgh, just like Tony Dorsett is out of Pittsburgh. A very good offensive line. Webb, Little, Langer, Sims, and Evans. 1st and 10 from the 20. And that is a gain of 4 for Tony Nathan. Green making the stop. It's 2nd and 6 now at the 24. And they go inside again. Zonka picking up 4 more yards. Be 3rd and a deuce. And Marino flushed out of the pocket. Still finds Landry, and that's a 1st down, a gain of 3. 6:15 now left 1st quarter. Cowboys got on the board with their initial drive. And Marino throwing to Landry, another 3-yard gain. A little dink and dunk action. Second and 7 from the 34. It's Marino. Clay seemed to have had his man beat, but he dropped the pass. That's going to set up a 3rd and 7 from the 34. Marino. A little hitch pass to Zonka. 1st and 10 at the 42. I'm going to turn my levels down a little bit. I'm going in the red, and that is not good. There we go. That should work a little better, folks. So turn up your volume a little bit. 1st and 10 at the 42. I'm on OBS Streamlabs.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense. Number 28, 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
But for the time being, I'm using it as a recorder and not a streaming service. Because I like StreamYard better in terms of streams. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 35 after that 15-yarder on Woodson. And Marino's going to scramble. Oh, running with danger when you do that. That's a gain of 3. Martin on the stop for the Cowboys. 2nd and 7, ball at the 32. Penalty.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 24, automatic. 1st down.
Everson Walls with that pass interference call. 1st and 10 at the 21. And that's a touchdown. That's to Irving Fryer, his 10th of the season, and the 27th TD pass for Marino. And we're an extra point away from a tie game, which we get from Carpenter. And your score right now, 7-7. 2:52 left to go. And Marsh back for the kickoff. Nobody has failed to score yet. And that was 4 yards deep, so they'll call that a touch. And it's going to be, we're going to go Dorsett, sweep right. And there goes Tony, and he picks up 10. But he'll be just short of the first down there. 2nd and inches from the 30. We're going to try for Irvin on the bomb. See if he can beat his man. And Staubach was flushed out of the pocket. Got sacked by Cameron Wake. So that 2nd and inches becomes 3rd and 5. And we'll go to Burford on the medium crossing route. And again, Staubach jumped on by Baumhauer. Back-to-back sacks. So Danny White coming in to punt. And that is Gin Jr. Return of 7. The punt went 53. So Miami taking over. We have our first possession that fails to score. 12 seconds left in the quarter. It's 7-7. Screen. Looking for Tony Nathan, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 34. This is a give to Larry Zonka, a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9 from the 35. Another screen to Nathan. Nathan will be short of the first.
Ineligible man downfield. Offense.
Will decline
Number 78, 5-yard penalty.
And by the way, we went to the second quarter while all that was going on. So let me reset. It's 7-7. Miami has run, including those plays in the first part of the second quarter. 12 plays, 60 yards, 8 of them passes. Dallas, 12 for 68, 9 rushes. We apologize for skipping by that. And that was Martin, a 12-yard return. The punt went 45 yards. 1st and 10, Dallas at their 27. And we're going to go Herschel Walker off tackle right side. He bounces off and picks up 3 yards. Scott making the tackle for Miami. It's now 2nd and 7. And we're going to pitch it right. And that's no gain for Dorsett. That sets up a 3rd and 7. We'll go Witten on the medium cross. And that is complete, a gain of 14. Setting up 1st and 10 from the 44. Trap left, Dorsett. And that is a gain of 3. Possible penalty, but not to be. And that will set up a 2nd and 7 from the 47. We're going to throw it this time. We're going to go over the middle to Burford. A bunch of 88s out there. They all wear 88. Medium slant to Burford, deflected by Davis. So we'll look to Jason Witten on the 3rd down pass at 7. Short cross. Oh, that's going to be close. He gets the first down, a gain of 8. And with 10:55 left, Dallas back in Miami territory. Trap left, Tony Dorsett in a double tight end set. Loss of a yard. When they go to 2 tight ends, Burford moves over, plays the 2nd tight end. Stretch to Dorsett on 2nd and 11. And Dorsett picking up 8 yards. So we'll go play action short pass to Witten. But Miami playing short tight. So we'll try go a little deeper, go medium hitch. And that's Dorsett gaining 4. Cox making the stop for Miami. Off tackle right, Tony D. First and 10 from the 34, and he hammers another 4 yards. That's 12 carries for 56 yards for Tony. And now you got 2nd and 6 from the 30. Trap left, Tony Dorsett. Wake hurt on that play, a gain of 3. And we're going to have Murray coming in, DeMarco Murray for Tony Dorsett. But we're going to throw, and we're going to look to the playmaker, Michael Irvin, on the slant. And he's got it. Gained a little yardage after the catch, a gain of 13. And it's 1st and 10 at the 14. We'll look to Herschel Walker, pitch left. No gain. Thomas making the stop for Miami. 2nd and 10 from the 11. Irvin, medium cross. If he catches it, it's a likely score. And no, it's not a score. It's a gain of 8. I jinxed him. That's all I can say. So with 5:46 left in the half, a 14-play, 67-yard drive for Dallas. And we'll go to Marco Murray inside, see if we can get those 2 yards that way. A fumble and just a gain of 1. Frederick made the recovery to the center, and it's 4th and a yard from the 5. We'll go to Bailey, and he'll try a 22-yard field goal, and he gets it.
Offsides, defense.
Oh, look at this. We're going to accept it and make it 1st and goal from the 2. We take the field goal off the board, which they say is a cardinal sin, but I'm going to do it anyway. Murray on a dive in the pro set, and Murray will score. Touchdown, Dallas.
The previous play is under review.
Of course.
The ruling on the field is confirmed.
Okay, so the score now 13-7 after all that's over with. Extra point try is good for Dan Bailey, and your score now is 14-7. We have 4:18 left to go in the half. Hamptons and Jr. and Morris back deep, but that's going to be a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 20. Marino firing an incompletion.
Holding. Offense. Number 73, 10-yard penalty.
Take the penalty. It's going to be 1st and 20 at the 10. Marino throwing deep, incomplete. That's pass interference.
Roughing the passer.
No,
Defense.
it's not.
Number 72, 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
They get too tall for roughing the passer. Must have had flashbacks to his fighting career. 1st and 10 at the 25. He was a boxer, a heavyweight boxer at one point. Incomplete. Tipped by Howley. 2nd and 10 at the 25. And Marino another incompletion. He has started 6 for 10, 48 yards. 3rd and 10, ball to 26, and it's Marino firing and finding Irving Fryer, who caught the touchdown earlier. That's a gain of 11 yards. And that's going to make it a 1st and 10 from the 36. We have 3:41 now left in the half. And that's no gain, as Zonka was tackled by DeMarcus Ware. Direct snap to the wide receiver, who is Fryer. Well, this has got to be a running play, right? And, well, something happened
Pass interference. Defense. Number 24, 5-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
Walls gets called for pass interference on that gadget play. 1st and 10 at the 41. That is Clay gaining 9. So the ball is at midfield. We're at 2:31 left to go. And this is going to be, and he broke out a little bit there, Tony Nathan, a gain of 10. And with 2:12 left, Miami called timeout, so they'll get at least one play in before the 2-minute warning. That is a catch for Tony Nathan. And they get out of bounds. No, Miami called time. Miami called time again. They are out of timeouts the remainder of the half. 2:04 left. That's a throw and a catch to Irving Fryer. So at 1:53, we reach the 2-minute warning, and your score right now is 14-7 in favor of Dallas. Miami out of timeouts, and Dallas has all three, so you can't get much more disparity in the timeout situation as that. Nathan gaining 4 yards. Green on the stop, Cornell Green. 2nd and 6 at the 22, with a minute 48 to go and the clock ticking. And that is not an interception. Chuck Howley made a bid for it, couldn't get it. And right now, as Ellie again approaches, who I'm going to hold so she doesn't press anything on the keyboard, it's 3rd and 6. And that is an incompletion. So Miami will kick the field goal. Here is Carpenter. And that's from 39. It's good. It's 14-10 with a minute 20 to go. And Marsh is back deep for Dallas. And they could do something here if they so choose. 14-10. Dallas leading. Not yet in position to clinch a playoff spot, but a win will certainly help the cause. Des Bryant on a medium out. We'll see what Staubach can do. That is incomplete. And with Miami out of timeouts, we'll do a little addition by subtraction. We'll get DeMarco Murray the ball, see if he could break something big. Off tackle left, and Murray will gain 3. I'm going to call time. We have 31 seconds left, and I am going to run within the base formation. I'm going to run Dorsett on the draw if he gets it. We'll still have a little time left. If not, we'll just let the clock run out on the first half. Gain of 4. Yeah, we'll let the first half clock run out. And your score right now, Dallas 14, Miami 10. And we'll be back right here on the Big Pauly's World of Sports Sims YouTube channel. Okay, Ellie, thank you so much. If you like the video you're watching, feel free to use the Amazon link provided. I'll put it in the description down below. And we're back to do the second half. Let me just adjust my headset a little bit. There we go. It's 14-10, but you knew that already. 23 plays, 108 yards for Miami. Or is that 108? Yes, okay. 108. I had it right. I thought it might have been a 6 or a 9 there in that last digit. 17 of the plays, of course, have been passes, knowing Miami. Dallas, 31 plays, 145 yards, but they have, as is my want when I do the home team, I rush the ball a lot more. 21 of their 31 plays have been rushes. Hampton back deep for Miami. Gets the ball to start the second half, but it's going to be taken by Ted Ginn Jr. And that's a gain of 19. Out to the 19. 1st and 10 from the 10. The cat is about to bat my microphone. That's who I was kissing.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Number 74, 5-yard penalty.
So
Repeat first down.
I'm sorry, I thought you were done. Bob Lilly they get for the neutral zone infraction. Sounds like something out of Star Trek, right, Ellie? 1st and 5 at the 24, you know. Romulans are always complaining they get their neutral zone infracted. Fryer intended the receiver. Howley had good coverage on that. And Marino is now 11 of 18, 86 yards. 2nd and 5 at the 24. And Marino throwing a little deeper, but again, incomplete. Deflected by Everson Walls. It's going to be 3rd and 5 at the 24. And that is Zonka. Grabbed by Jones for a 2-yard loss on 3rd and 5. Very interesting play calling there. And Marion, a 7-yard return. Martin, I beg your pardon, not Marion. And it's 1st and 10 at the 39. The punt went 47, so the net was 40. Pitch right, Tony Dorsett. If you are watching this game before 8 o'clock Eastern, Dorsett broke loose. Gain of 13. AEW will be 2.5 hours tonight. So I'm sure they're planning to have a match start at 9:45, and they'll say, Tony Khan gave us another half an hour. 1st and 10 at the 49. They have a very packed card tonight on AEW. Off tackle right, Tony Dorsett. And Dorsett bouncing off defenders, a gain of 12. Dorsett now at 88 yards, just needs 12 for the hundo, as we like to call it. We're going to pitch with Herschel, but Miami playing short tight, so I'm going to go medium hitch to the playmaker, Michael Irvin. But Staubach will run, and he was a great runner. Gain of 28. And Staubach now, his longest run of the season on that 28-yard scramble. But boy, back when he played, he was known for that. Especially in a fourth quarter situation where they needed a score. Staubach was not afraid to use his legs. Trap left, Tony Dorsett, 1st and goal from the 9. That is a 1-yard gain, and that is all. Zach Thomas on that stop. Look to Dorsett again, off tackle, right side. And Dorsett fumbled. Irvin covered it up. They lose a yard. So they'll spread the field on 3rd and a 9er. They bring in Bryant and Clark as the extra DBs. We're going to screen to Walker. Herschel Walker is the lone running back in the 4 receiver set. And Staubach was flushed out of the pocket and in completion. So again, Dallas misfiring near the goal line. They got out of it on their second touchdown. They kicked the field goal. It was good, but they got an offsides penalty against Miami, and that kept that going. Bailey from 26 is good, and your score right now is 17-10. 9:24 left. Hampton back deep. And that is a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20 with 9:24 left to play. And this is a catch by Tony Nathan. He gains 5 yards. On the tackle was Cornell Green. 2nd and 5 at the 25. That is Zonka gaining 2 yards. On the tackle was Martin to set up 3rd and 3 from the 27. And the throw, a strike to Irving Fryer, a gain of 11. Marino has completed more passes than not at 13 for 21, but the yardage isn't all that great, 102, which would be an average of less than 8 an attempt. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. In fact, it would be less than 10 a completion. That's Marino to Fryer for 18. 1st and 10 at the 44. So Dallas not really covering the short passes, but they're not giving up the long ones. Tony Nathan gaining 5 yards there, and Harvey Martin bringing him down. 2nd and 5 at the 39. Zonka, no gain. And again, Harvey Martin Getting in there. 3rd and 5 from the 39. This is a completion to Irving Fryer for 16. Upping Marino now to 15 out of 23. 1st and 10 from the Dallas 23. They need a touchdown to tie. And that is Tony Nathan gaining 9 yards. So now it's 2nd and a yard at the 14. If I'm Marino, I'm throwing here. But instead they give to Zonka. Zonka got a yard, but it's short of the first down on the measurement. So now you got 3rd and inches from the 13. We hope you all are doing well. Speaking of the 13-yard line, this is April 13th. They give to Zonka. Now they get the first. In Miami, keeping the drive alive that has gone 10 plays and 68 yards. This will be play 11. And that's a touchdown to Clay. Clay with his 7th touchdown of the season. Marino now up to 28 on the year. Extra point try is good for Carpenter. And we're at 17 apiece with 1:49 left to go. Good girl, Ellie. Ellie was kind enough to leave the table so I could get a little extra space here. Marsh, Renfro, and Ishmael back deep. And Marsh took it at the goal line. Got pizza today because I was telling you all a couple of days ago that when the Rays score 6 runs in a game, the next day you get half off pizza. Well, I took advantage of that. 1st and 10 at the 27, though I shouldn't. But hey, you got to live life. You got to live life every once in a while. Off tackle right, Tony Dorsett. And that is for no gain.
Offense, number 82, 10-yard penalty.
Witten called for holding to set up 1st and 20 from the 17. How about Burford on a medium crossing route? Try to get some of that yardage back. And it's a strike to Burford, who caught 6 against Tennessee last week for 79 yards. We did not televise that game. And it'll be 2nd and 5. And we have non-divisional play next week, the 16th week of the HTFL. And then the last 2 weeks of the season, week 17 will be the replay of week 14 with home sites flip-flopping. And then week 18 will be a replay of this week. Tony Dorsett was the ball carrier, but again, Miami playing short tight, so we're going to actually go long to Burford. And Staubach will run. He gains 5, and it's a first down. Jake Scott has made his 10th tackle of the game. And we're not even to the 4th quarter until now, as that was the last play of the 3rd quarter. So your score is 17 all. Dallas has 39 plays, 218 yards. Staubach has only put it up 12 times, really focusing in on that running game. 39 plays, 27 rushes. Miami, 186 yards, 37 plays. 13 of them have been rushes. So now a 1st and 10 for Dallas again. And we're going to go Herschel Walker's way on a pitch right. And Walker gained 3 yards. Walker might be the best running back I have ever seen in college football. Had speed and power when he played for the Georgia Bulldogs. Took them to the national championship in the 80-81 season. I know that full well because they beat my favorite team in the Sugar Bowl, Notre Dame. 2nd and 7. Out to Michael Irvin. And Irvin could not grab that one, which will set up a 3rd and 7. We'll go to a 3-wide set, and we'll screen it to Dorsett, who has only caught 1 pass. And he still has only caught 1 pass, as that's incomplete. 14:04 left in the 4th. And they bring Danny White to punt, who, of course, quarterbacked for a while the Dallas Cowboys. Took the helm from Staubach, got them to a couple of NFC championship games after the 80 and 81 seasons, and I don't think they ever got back. They made the playoffs a few times, but they never got that close to the Super Bowl under Danny White's watch. 1st and 10 at the 23. He also doubled as the punter most years. 5-yard gain there for Irving Fryer. They bring in Nat Moore, who is number 89 here. He is the right split end in their formation. 2nd and 5 at the 28. And that is Zonka gaining 3. Zonka on the day, 9 carries for just 10 yards. Ouch. Not a good day. 3rd and 2 at the 31. Nathan, did he get it? He got it. Dallas can challenge, but I'm going to refrain from challenging because the odds of getting the first would not be good, only about 20-something%. 1st and 10 at the 33. The give is to Tony Nathan, who is short of a first down after gaining 10 by a few inches. 2nd and inches now at the 43. That is a catch for Jarvis Landry, who gains 12. Renfro making the stop. 1st and 10 at the 45. The give is to Zonka, gaining 2. We're down to 10-11 left, 4th quarter. Trying to figure out who will win this one. 2nd and 8 at the 43. And that is a catch for Landry, and Marino now 19 of 27 for 174 yards. They bring in Andra Franklin, who will replace Tony Nathan. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 34, and Marino had nowhere to go there. He jumped on a high snap. Miami kept the ball, but they lose 4 yards. 2nd and 14 at the 38. Any score gives Miami the lead. Clay, a gain of 7. So Marino has completed now 20 passes, but they're not getting much yardage off of these passes, 181 yards. So that's just a 1 tick shy of 9 yards of completion. Marino looking for more, incomplete. So they will bring on Carpenter, and he'll try a 48-yard field goal. No gimme from here. And Carpenter pushed it left. No good. So 7:16 left to go. Now Dallas could take the lead with any score. Dorsett having a good day. 18 carries, 88 yards. So I think we'll lay down a good foundation and give him the ball, but it's a 1-yard loss. Madison shaken up. One of the corners, Taylor, also with an injury. So on 2 plays, you get injuries there, but they both stay in. 2nd and 11. We will go back off tackle right to Dorsett. And that just proves it wasn't a fluke. No gain. Davis on the stop. 3rd and 11 from the 37. How about Burford on a medium out, which are going to turn into a short slant as Miami plays deep and loose. Incomplete. So now it's 4th and 11. Here's Danny White to punt. Ginn Jr. a fair catch at the 18. The punt goes 45. Madison now available again. Or Miami when they go back on D. Marino looking for Fryer. Pass might have been caught.
Upon further review, the ball was secured before it hit the ground. The pass is complete. No timeout will be charged.
So Miami, a good use of a challenge, and that is Fryer's 8th catch, 106 yards. Played for the Dolphins after playing with the Patriots. And it is 1st and 10 at the 32. Miami did not make the playoffs last year in Season 1, but they are poised to do so now. Gain of 2 in Season 2. Zonka, off tackle behind Evans. Ware making the stop to Marcus Ware. 2nd and 8. Nathan will gain 3. To set up a 3rd and 5 from the 37. Marino finding Irving Fryer there, that's his ninth catch for 117, a season high for Fryer on catches with 9. Marino now 22 of 31 for 206. First and 10 at the 48, and here come the Dolphins again. Zonka back to the line, and that is it. Chuck Howley made the catch. Second and 10 from the 48. 3:53 left. So yeah, I was telling you, I got pizza thanks to the Rays at half off. They won 9-8 in a back and forth game with Oakland. 3rd and 7 at the 49. Both teams debuting starting pitchers, and they both got rocked. Gain of 3. The Oakland pitcher a little more so. Tampa Bay pitcher gave up 3 in the first, but then we came back and had a 5-3 lead in the third. Tampa Bay had the lead going into the late innings, then they tied it at 7. Oakland did, and then they went to extras, and the Rays won 9-8. So an interesting game. I'll watch for the fake here with 3 minutes to go, and I'm going to let it roll. Let the punt roll. And a fair catch by Martin at the 16. I don't want to commit a turnover there, so I got to act like the football is very, very hot. 2:51 left. We will go single running back in a double tight end set. We'll go to Dorsett. First and 10 from the 16. He gains a yard. So 21 carries and 81 yards for Big Tony. We'll go 3 wide. You're in a situation here where you really don't want to commit a turnover and give Miami a cheap score. Fly to Bryant with 2:45 left in regulation. We have a marker.
Holding. Offense. Number 73.
They get Larry Allen for a hold. So it's 2nd and 18. Screen to Dorsett with Miami playing loose. This is not a bad call. And the animation not making a lot of sense. Gain of 6, and Cox making the stop. So a crucial play now once we get past the 2-minute timeout with the score dead even at 17. Remember, in the HTFL, we play the old school sudden death rules. First team to score wins. Dave Koch Sports, who makes Action PC Football, they're about to come out with the 2022 edition a little over a week from now, is saying that they will put into the game, depending on what the competition committee decides, each team gets 1 possession new overtime rules that they are considering. So it's 3rd and 12. We're going to go medium slant to Irvin. And that's incomplete. Each team with all 3 timeouts. We hope we'll get a good punt here out of Danny White on 4th down. And Jin Jr. is going to gain 3 yards. The punt went 42. The net was only 39. So it's 1st and 10. Dallas could really use a turnover here. Miami at their own 47. Excellent field position. That went to Zonka, a gain of 2. And let's see what Miami does. They call a timeout. They have 2 left. 1:43. 2nd and 8 at the 49. That is incomplete. Looking for Tony Nathan. Now, I'll probably burn a timeout here on 3rd and 8 if Miami doesn't get the first and the play ends in bounds. That's Nathan, and that's a first.
Offsides. Defense.
It's going to stick.
Number 79. 5-yard penalty.
Harvey Martin, offsides. Cornell Green, his 10th tackle of the day. The ball is at the 41. 1:23 to go. Miami with 2 timeouts. And this is Tony Nathan stepping out at the 37. Marino, 26 of 36 now for 225. Marino will throw and find number 85, Clay. Another first down, and Miami is easing into field goal range with 1:08 to go. 1st and 10 at the 31. Marino, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 31. 1:05 to go. This would be 48 yards from here. That is incomplete. Looking for Clay. They bring in Jim Kick who will play number 21, Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside. If you remember your Miami Dolphins history from the early 70s, and they didn't have a bad on that 72 team. They didn't have a bad runner in the backfield either, named Mercury Morris. 3rd and 10 at the 31. Marino, incomplete. So Dallas is going to have time if Carpenter cannot hit this from 48. This for the lead, and he got it. 20-17 Miami with 52 seconds to go. But Dallas, with all 3 timeouts, can get down the field quick. Marsh. Oh, that kick going out of bounds.
Kicking team.
Oh, that's a blunder there for Carpenter. Kicking the ball out of bounds. That gives Dallas the ball at the 40. They only need about 30 yards, and they are in field goal position. And they have 52 seconds, and they have all 3 timeouts. So you can go over the middle on Miami, and that's what we're going to try to do. Hitch to Bryant on 1st and 10 from the 40. No, not there. It was deflected by Surtain. 2nd and 10. So let's cut the yardage down, screen it to Dorsett. And that is overthrown. 3rd and 10 from the 40. We don't have a lot of time. We're down now to 37 seconds. We're going to try a long slant to Burford and see what happens. Staubach flush out of the pocket, incomplete. This is the last chance for Dallas. In all likelihood, we are going to look to Frank Clark. We're going to tell the quarterback he must pass. And it'll be a hitch play. And yes, I want to call it. So this is your game, folks. He caught it, and that's a gain of 13. So they come up big on 4th down. We'll call timeout. We'll have 24 seconds to go. Ball is at the 47 of Miami, so this would be a 64-yard try. Probably have to go for the Hail Mary, which Roger Staubach is no stranger to. Irvin over the middle on a slant with 24 seconds to go. He's got it. That's a gain of 17. Moving the ball to the 30. And with 16 seconds left, Dallas calls another timeout. 1st and 10. Try a medium out to Irvin. And he's got it. That's a gain of 17. We are now down to 9 seconds. And I don't even have to use my last timeout. So this is the situation. Bailey will try a field goal of 30 yards. We get it. We're tied. Dallas is tied. And we'll probably go to overtime. If not, Miami will win. So this is a huge kick. And yes, I'm going to kick here with 9 seconds. Because 9 seconds might not be enough time in Action PC football to call another play. So this for the tie. Here's Bailey from 30. He got it. We're going to a likely overtime here, 20-20, with 6 seconds to go. We'll squib it to Hampton. Taken by Ginn Jr. And we will go to overtime. Your score is 20-20. Dallas will get the overtime kick. Marsh again back deep. Again, this is first team to score wins the game. Period. Full stop. So it's 20-20. And we've had a few overtime games on the season 2 of the HTFL. But we have never had a tie in a game that went to overtime, oddly enough. And that happens in real life NFL, that happens about once every 2 seasons. Of course, now since they've gone to the 10-minute overtime, not as much, but they'll probably be changing those rules somewhat. Marsh back deep, and we'll just take it at the 20. So that's your situation. Each team gets 2 timeouts in the overtime period. Feel like a hockey announcer all of a sudden. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Medium cross to Burford on 1st and 10. Incomplete. We'll screen to Tony Dorsett. Miami playing the nickel. Dorsett's got this one, but it's going to be a 2-yard loss. Third and 12. We'll go crossing route to Witten. But he's going to be short of the first down. He picked up 9. He needed 12. So 4th and 3, and Dallas will have to play defense. Here's Danny. Oh, a sideline punt. I goofed. I was trying to hit the deep punt, and the punt only went 30. So Miami takes over at the 43. That was a legitimate mistake and an honest mistake. 1st and 10 at the 43. Here is the give to Larry Zonka, a 1-yard gain. Walls made his 100th tackle of the season. We're a minute 48 into overtime. 2nd and 9 at the 44. Deep ball. That is to Landry, a gain of 22. Marino now at 253 yards. 1st and 10 at the 34. That is Tony Nathan gaining 4 more yards. Ball is now at the 30. It's 2nd and 6. That's complete, and now Miami can go for the kill. Landry gaining 17. First down. Zonka, 2-yard gain. And you got to wonder when Miami will bring in the kicker. 2nd and 8 from the 11. Reno to Nathan. A 3-yard gain, moving the ball to the 8. Now on 3rd down, which was not an uncommon tactic in sudden death overtime back when it was employed. In case something goes wrong with the snap, you still have 4th down. Carpenter from 25 for the win. And Miami has now tied Dallas atop the lead in the South Division with Tampa Bay's results still pending. But the best Tampa Bay could do is get into a 3-way tie now. Miami in overtime, 23-20. They are your winners, and each team is now 10-5. MVP was Dan Marino. Well-played game on both sides. 339 yards for Miami, 281. It was very, very close in terms of time of possession. Only a 37-second difference between the two teams. Miami, 68 plays, Dallas, 57. Better passer was Marino, 31 of 44 for 277. I guess all those little short passes didn't matter, and I shouldn't have been criticizing it. Dorsett, 21 for 88, a 4.2 average. Fryer, 9 catches, 117. He and Nathan tied for the catch lead with 9, and your leading tackler was Jake Scott. No, it was not Jake Scott. It was Cornell Green who had 13. Scott had 11. So there you go, folks. It's Denver and Las Vegas tomorrow. That'll be our focus, our West Division focus game for you all tomorrow on this channel, Lord willing, and if the creek doesn't rise on me. Las Vegas at Denver. Vegas a 3-point favorite, so Denver the home dog. So I wouldn't. If this was real, I wouldn't be surprised if people put money on Denver to win the game. Friday night's game, after a recap of all the other games in Week 15, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Baltimore on the outside looking in right now in terms of playoff position. Pittsburgh at 8-6 would have a playoff spot. And that was after 14 weeks. We have yet to complete the 15th week. So Miami and Dallas tied. Tampa Bay gets Atlanta in a non-televised game, which will equally be important for both teams. This has been Big Pauly, wishing you all well. Godspeed and God bless as always. And we will do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.